Hi, entertaining universe. So lately, you guys know I've been focusing on something that I shouldn't be talking about multiple times. But today, I'm going to talk about something completely different. I'm going to talk about books that I've been reading. Well, not reading, but I've been hearing a lot of things about some books that may be interesting for me to read, and I'm going to talk a little bit about them in today's vlog. It may be a shorter vlog than I normally have, but I thought I'd discuss it with you guys in today's vlog, and that is, look, every book has a great character. I've talked about that in the past. For the books that I'm going to talk about, it's going to be interesting. So let's just dive into it. Look, I've heard some great things about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the book. Journey to the Center of the Earth, Mysterious Island. All three of those books are by Jules Verne. And I have another book that I ordered yesterday, yesterday I ordered 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which could be a good book to read. And there's other books that I would like to read too that I've heard great things about. And one of those things is about King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. I've heard so many great things about those. Though the one that I have in my save for later is or in my wish list is The Fall of Arthur. Now, there's nothing wrong with what happened to King Arthur and Lancelot and all of the characters from the Round Table. But I was interested because I was watching a movie the other day, and they mentioned it was called Avalon High on Disney Plus, and they mentioned all kinds of different characters I hadn't heard of. I knew about Lancelot, Guinevere, and and King Arthur, and all of his other characters from from what I've understood. I want to know what happened, in the Order of the Bear and all of these other, stories that happened in King Arthur's, everything that happened with King Arthur in the medieval times. And that's not the only book that I have. And that book was written by J.R.R. Tolkien. And there's another book that I wanted to read that I heard about or read about when I was reading Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline, and that is Beren and Luthien they're two Lord of the Rings characters from J.R.R. Tolkien's book. And I thought that would be another interesting book for me to read, because I had never heard of those two characters before, and I wanted to learn about them. I mean, there's so many books that Tolkien has written, and there's so many books that some of my favorite authors have written that I've never even read before that may be cool to read at some point in the future here in the next coming months or so. Because you guys know I love to read, and that's what's the most important to me, is that I find new books that I've heard of that I've never read, or that I've never heard of and never read. Because that's my plan, is to read more new books, or maybe books that I've heard of that that I've wanted to read but I've never gotten the chance to. Like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It could be a great book to read. Even though I have, a bunch of books that I'm still reading, like I'm on the third Chronicles of Narnia book called The Horse and His Boy. And then, there's others like the Voyage on the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, The Last Battle. I think there's another book in there somewhere as well. And then, reading Little Women. I've watched the movie. I watched most of all of the movies that Narnia has released on, in theaters and stuff. And yeah, so, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of books that I would love to read in 2021. I mean, so far I've already read 12 books. And once I finish The Horse and His Boy, that'll be my 13th book. Like I said at the very beginning of this year, my goal was to read 30 books. I'm going to shatter that record at some point in, maybe even in the first 3 months. I still have a long ways to go, but, you know, there's a lot of books left that I've got to read, or that I should read before, you know, my birthday. I'm not saying I'm going to get them before that, but I'm just saying there's a lot of books that, I see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 6 sitting on my desk right now. Or, well, it's sitting in my room that I haven't even, you know, I've started or I haven't started yet, and then I'm going to be starting soon, so. That's all I wanted to discuss with you guys today. So I have a couple birthdays to wish today. We've got Liz Broadway. We've got Elizabeth Olsen. Liz Broadway is turning 23. Elizabeth Olsen is turning 32. And then we got Brian O'Reilly, who's turning 31. Or no, 32 today. So we got 2 32s and a 23-year-old. So happy birthday to those 3. And you guys all keep it real. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. You do you. Oh, and before I go, I have been playing a little bit of Sims 3 lately. I'm starting a family now in that. So after this vlog, I'm going to go play a little bit and then, go get food and then play a little bit and then come back and see what my family looks like at that point. Other than that, I think that's where we're going to end today's vlog. You all know the drill. And I will see you tomorrow with my making a vlog. If I already said that, I'm sorry. And ciao.